As we all know, building and launching rockets is a risky and complicated business. Even after that, our ambitious visionary billionaire and CEO of SpaceX, Elon Musk, is very well ahead in this arena, knowing a private space company. But do you know that very soon Elon Musk is about to welcome another private company to this competition? Want to know who this is? And how that company can be a tough rival to Elon Musk's SpaceX? Well, stay tuned in the video. Welcome to Bezos Space. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update on Amazon, Blue Origin, or anything related to the talented, influential tech icon and billionaire Jeff Bezos. That being said, let's begin. You would agree with me when I say, in the private space industry, it can seem like there's SpaceX and then there's everyone else. Although, only Blue Origin, backed by its own billionaire founder in the person of Jeff Bezos, seems able to command the same degree of attention. But you know there is one more private company in the space industry who is attracting attention in the last couple of weeks, and this is Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab is a private spaceflight company that provides launches for small satellites to Earth orbit. Founded in Auckland in 2006 by New Zealander Peter Beck, the company established a second headquarters in Huntington Beach, California in 2013. Small satellites, such as CubeSats, weigh less than 1,100 pounds and take advantage of the miniaturization of electronics in recent years to pack a great deal of power into a tiny frame. They have become an important component of space infrastructure, providing low-cost hardware that can be built and launched by universities and companies to conduct scientific research and Earth observations. Rocket Lab is second only to SpaceX when it comes to launch frequency. The two are ostensibly the only American companies that regularly go to orbit. Its small flagship Electron rocket has flown 18 times in just under 4 years and delivered almost 100 satellites into space with only 2 failed launches. With an excellent growth rate, it has shown in the last couple of years, Rocket Lab might soon have something to say about that duopoly of Elon Musk's SpaceX and Blue Origin. Yes, shocking, isn't it? But do you really think Rocket Lab has enough potential to stand against SpaceX? Let's figure out. Rocket Lab, whose aim is to support the small satellite industry by providing frequent dedicated launch opportunities to customers' preferred orbits, says the company. But how? Rocket Lab does this thing its Electron rocket launch vehicle, a 2-stage rocket that, according to their website, stands 59 feet tall and which can haul payloads of up to 661 pounds to orbit for each mission. The company charges $5 million per flight, but this cost is spread over the dozens of small satellites it can pack into each vehicle. But despite its long-standing commitment to its relatively small Electron rocket, Rocket Lab announced in 2021 that by 2024, it plans to launch a new type of rocket it calls the Neutron. The Neutron rocket is slated to be more than twice the height of the Electron rocket and is meant to be capable of lifting larger payloads and even astronauts into orbit or to the moon. And here this Neutron rocket, if you trust me, can give a tough competition to the SpaceX Falcon 9. If you remember Falcon 9, it is a partially reusable 2-stage to orbit medium-lift launch vehicle. Even the Rocket Lab company made its ambitions clear when it unveiled plans for a new rocket. And not only they make their ambition very clear, but also give an open challenge to Elon Musk's company SpaceX. How? Rocket Lab has its entry into markets for large satellite and mega-constellation launches, as well as future robotics missions to the Moon and Mars. Rocket Lab says Neutron will be designed for human spaceflight as well. The company calls it a direct alternative to the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. Everyone knows that it requires an amount of confidence and strength to give an open statement about the industry king. So do you want to know what backed this company to show this confidence? Rocket Lab is going public through a SPAC merger that values the company at more than $4 billion when the deal closes. The company is combining with Vector Acquisition, a special-purpose acquisition company. Rocket Lab will list on the NASDAQ under the ticker RKLB when the deal closes, which is expected in the second quarter. This milestone accelerates Rocket Lab's ability to unlock the full potential of space through our launch and spacecraft platforms and catalyzes our ambition to create a new multi-billion-dollar business vertical in space applications, Rocket Lab CEO Peter Beck said in a news release. Their every step is taking them close to their mission Neutron in 2024. Let's see in detail about this. Rocket Lab CEO Peter Beck said in a webcast presentation, "This is Neutron. It is an absolute beast." Neutron, which is expected to launch in 2024 for the first time, will stand at 131 feet tall and will be capable of carrying as much as 8,000 kilograms to low Earth orbit. Rocket Lab did not disclose how much Neutron is expected to cost per launch, noting that its first launch will come from NASA's Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia. The company expects Neutron to cost about $200 million to develop, with Rocket Lab currently assessing locations across the U.S. to build a new state-of-the-art factory to support large-scale Neutron manufacturing. The launch marketplace is divided into 3 sections: small, medium, and heavy lift. Neutron will target that middle section, while Rocket Lab's existing Electron rocket fits in the small segment. While SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket can lift up to 22,800 kilograms to low Earth orbit, Neutron will compete to launch many of the same spacecraft that Elon Musk's company is currently delivering to space. You must have understood by now, Neutron puts Rocket Lab in closer competition with SpaceX. Both companies are investing in cheaper spaceflight through the use of lower-cost materials and reusable systems. Neutron's first-stage booster will be designed to land vertically on an ocean platform, just like the first-stage booster of the SpaceX Falcon 9. The comparisons to SpaceX don't stop there. Rocket Lab claims that Neutron will be designed so it can be certified to fly human missions into orbit and to the International Space Station, just as SpaceX currently does. Neutron's design is comparable to that of the Russian Soyuz launch vehicle, which can take trios of astronauts to the ISS. And of course, both companies are interested in missions to destinations beyond orbit. Neutron will be able to send 2,000-kilogram payloads to the Moon and 1,500-kilogram payloads to Mars and Venus. This is not to dunk on SpaceX, but it would have been strange for Rocket Lab to begin developing a new rocket of similar size to Falcon 9 if they did not think they could improve on that design. So let's see some major designs of Rocket Neutron. Similar to the Falcon 9, the first stage of Neutron is reusable, but that's where most of the similarities end. While SpaceX occasionally lands its Falcon 9 boosters back near the launch site, but typically lands on a drone ship in the ocean, Neutron is designed to return to the launch site for all its reusable missions. Instead of landing legs that unfold, Neutron will have a static base with no mechanisms in place. The rocket will have shock absorbers built into that base for the impact of landing. Rocket Lab is also developing a new engine for Neutron called Archimedes. Beck touted Archimedes' design as very simple, with all the things you want when you have to build an engine that can be reused over and over again. Another unique feature for the Neutron's design is the fairing or nose cone. Nicknamed the Hungry Hippo fairing, the company designed it to stay connected to the rocket's body, rather than disconnect and fall back into the atmosphere as current rockets do. Rocket Lab booked $2 million in space systems revenue last year and expects the unit will become a major driver in the years to come, forecasting $656 million in revenue by 2027. So we came to the conclusion that Rocket Lab holds a strong position in the launch market next to SpaceX, with the companies currently the 2 leaders regularly launching privately developed rockets to orbit. So let's see where the rivalry in space exploration gets us. What do you think? Tell us in the comment section. This was it for today. Smash the like button and press the bell icon to never miss any update, and we'll see you in the next one.